Menopause didn't just change my body, it changed my energy, my confidence, and my motivation, and honestly, my entire life. But what surprised me most wasn't the symptoms. It wasn't the moment I realised I could either disappear quietly or rebuild my life on my terms. And today, I want to talk about that moment. So if you're new here, welcome. This is Freedom Over 40, where we talk honestly about menopause, identity, confidence, and creating life that actually fits you. I'm not here to sugarcoat menopause because for many of us, it's not just hot flushes and poor sleep. It's exhaustion, brain fog, burnout, a feeling that the woman you used to be has quietly slipped away. That's exactly how I felt. Menopause changed my energy first. I went from being someone who could push through anything to someone who felt constantly drained, physically and emotionally. It affected my sleep, my focus, my patience, and if I'm being really honest, my belief in myself. I started questioning everything. Why am I so tired? Why do I feel like I'm behind? Why does everything feel like it's harder than it used to be? And the scariest part, I thought this was just how life is now, The shift didn't come from doctor's appointments or miracle fixes. It came from a realization. I realized that menopause wasn't stealing my life. I was shrinking myself to survive it. I was still trying to live at the same pace, with the same expectations in a body that had changed. And that's when I asked myself one simple question. What if I stopped fighting myself and started rebuilding myself instead? So for me, rebuilding didn't mean becoming someone new. It meant choosing myself again. It meant respecting my energy, changing how I work, letting go of guilt, and creating income and purpose in a way that fits my life now. And that's why I'm building my travel business and other businesses as well online, because not only has things changed for me, but it's not easy. But because having an online business, it gives me the flexibility, the freedom, and the control. Menopause forced me to stop living on autopilot and started designing a life that actually supports me. If you're watching this and you feel lost, exhausted, or unsure of who you are, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not broken and you're not failing. You are evolving. Menopause isn't the end of ambition. It's often the beginning of clarity. You're allowed to change direction or make changes, choices, do what you want to do what's right for you. You're allowed to want more freedom, and you're absolutely allowed to build something new, and even if you're tired. If this resonated with you, please like this video. It really helps this channel. Subscribe if you want honest conversations about menopause, freedom, and building a life after 40 that actually feels good. And tell me in the comments, what has menopause changed for you? I read every single one of them, so it'd be great to hear from you. So I hope you enjoy this little short, sweet video that I've created with yourselves, because I just want to, engage with you and just build something that I know can help so many people out there. So many people like me that have gone through so many wonderful, weird, exhausting, struggling moments, and from having frustrations of not being listened to and heard at the GP doctor's surgery and being told you were too young, when actually it turned out I wasn't. I was actually going through the change, and now fast forward now, I've been going through actual menopause. I've been on HRT, and I'm now 46, and I've been on on the HRT now for over 3 years. So I really do understand what it's like to go through the peri and now in the menopausal stage, and it's not pretty. It pretty much affects most women. There's not many women out there that sail through lightly. I wish I was one of them, but unfortunately I'm not. But then everything is meant for a reason, and I hope that through my struggles and my insecurities and feeling anxious and, you know, lack of sleep, exhaustion, you name it, I hope that what I'm saying and what I'm putting out there is going to help someone out there relate to this too, and just make you realize that, believe me, you're not cracking up, okay? You are experiencing things, and despite what maybe, you know, medical professions might say to you, you could be going through the change. And it is frustrating if they don't listen to you and they do dismiss you, especially if you're younger than 50, even younger than 40. I mean, I was going through the perimenopausal stage in my 30s. So, you know, I really do understand, very much so. And also one of my sisters also had to change GPs before she was listened to at the age of 39, where she was finally given the green light. Yes, you have got perimenopause, and then was prescribed HRT. So, like I say, it happens to us, and, you know, I just want people to realise that this is a real thing. It can affect your menopause, it can affect your memory, it can affect everything. Like, I can't even get my words out. But it's real. Your mental health suffers in so many ways that you never even could imagine. You might have been somebody who was extremely confident, you know, sailed through everything in life, remembered everything, was very much on the go, you know, never missed a beat, you know, never dropped the ball, as it were. But when this comes along, boy, does it change everything. And like I say, some women don't get it as bad as others, but then some people like myself really get hit like as if it was a sledgehammer. And it really does knock you for six. And it doesn't just happen for a small period of time, for a couple of months. It happens over a year, or so many years, you know. And there's no definitive amount of time that, you know, everyone is different. And so I just wanted to say, set up this channel because I just feel like us women need to be heard more. There's so much more that needs to be done for us women of a younger age who are going through menopausal symptoms and perimenopausal symptoms from the ages in the 30s. I have known women in the past that have even had to have hysterectomies in their very late 20s, early 30s. And then, you know, unfortunately, they will bring on the menopausal stage because of the changes and the massive change of removing of, you know, womanly organs, and, you know, the hormone imbalances changing, etc. So there's so much there that needs to be spoken about, needs to be looked into and supported, and I don't feel there is enough. But like I say, I'm here because I want us to stand together, and also for partners, for work colleagues, for siblings, for friends. If you know of someone who's going through what you think might be peri or menopause, and you want a greater understanding of what it's like, then of course you're welcome here too. And if you're suffering with your mental health as well, you know, nobody wants to go through that, but we all do at some point. And I suffer with anxiety, so I completely get it. I understand. And I'm not ashamed to talk about it. You know, I think we should. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's recognizing how you're feeling and how and what affects you, you know, what triggers you. So I will no longer continue to talk from now, but I just wanted to touch base with you all and just say I am still here. Life is busy. There's no doubt about that. But please join me in this channel. Please give this a like and subscribe. And if you know somebody who you think might be going through that and maybe would like to know more about this channel, let them know. Get them to find me on YouTube. And until then, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for your support as always on this channel. And I look forward to speaking and reading your comments as well. That's always a real good boost for me because I just love the engagement here. And like I say, let's build this community to last forever. Until then, guys, thank you all for being here. Have a great evening. Take care. Stay blessed.